little thing, that is.
I know, and they're fascinating stories. We'll show another one of those later on.
Yes, now, back in the days of the Titanic, Priscilla's granddad would have, of course, happily passed on his riveting skills to the younger generation of boat builders.
But these days, with youth unemployment at a 25-year high, Alison Craig's met one businessman who believes the old-school approach of learning on the job is the answer.
And he is using £2 million of his own money to prove it. Quite his style.
Yeah, there you go.
Really incredible, yeah.
You've got two daughters, haven't you?
I have indeed.
What, 15? Do you worry about her and what she's going to do when she leaves
I think
school?
every parent does, don't they? So for me, it's... I think work experience is one of the greatest things, you know, hands-on, getting your hands dirty, just getting in there at the grassroots and learning learning a little bit of life experiences. So, yeah, I'm all for that. You know, I think it's wonderful. I think he deserves a knighthood, that gentleman.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it was just a matter of time, surely.
Yeah.
But your youngest, she's kind of following you, isn't she? Do you have your own little apprenticeship at home, like dancing in the kitchen and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, she does bits in the pantomime. She does a joke.
Yeah.
I say to her, hello, what's your name? She comes on with a fairy and presents a little gift to the small child, you know, when you get the kids on at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And I say, hello, what's your name? She goes, my name's Lucy. And I say, how old are you? She goes, I am 9 3/4. And I go, have we ever met before? She goes, no, Daddy. Brings the house down, as you can well imagine. But, yeah, no, I think if they're into it, you know, I'm never going to knock her for it. You know, I think I've enjoyed it. It's been a wonderful
And this is what you've always
career.
done. You never did any other job.
No, I've never had a proper job. No, I was never any good at anything else. That was it. I always say I was born to sing, and everything else I learned. You know, the comedy came a bit later on when I was a bit older, but I always, you know, like my father, had a very good, strong singing voice, and everything stemmed from that.
You know. In the family, it obviously does. But so, Brian, on to your new role then.
Fagin, my
yes,
dear.
in Oliver.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, so you start 3rd of April, don't you?
I start the 3rd of April at one of the greatest theatres in the country, the Birmingham Hippodrome.
Yeah.
I'm there for about a month. Neil Morrissey's in it at the moment, doing a fine job, and I'm taking over, and I'm there till November the 3rd.
You must be chomping at the bit.
I cannot wait. Yeah. It is without a doubt one of the greatest British musicals ever, written by the legendary Lionel Barr. I think Charles Dickens had something to do with it. But,
possibly, just a little thing.
I just set up the plot, something like that. But it's all there, you know. It's a great, strong part and a lot of comedy. Yeah. Great song.
And I know you wanted to be in Oliver from a young age, but you didn't get the role first time round, did you?
Shall I tell you my story? Well, I went to stage school, and Roy Hubb was doing it in town, playing Fagin, and I would often get asked to sort of go along to these auditions because I had a strong singing voice. So I'm about 12 years old, and the teacher comes in and she goes, right, they've got auditions this week for Fagin, for Oliver. You can go. Pointed to me, you can't go.
What?
And, well, I said, miss, why can't I go? She said, because you're fat. You can't have... No, she goes, you can't have a fat kid singing Food, Glorious Food. It's not going to work, is it? You know, I could have her up for God knows what these days.
Yes.
Yeah. Sadly, she's dead.
Brian. Well, some great actors have played the role, haven't they? We've got a great line. We've
got the Rogues Gallery
here. It's hard to
here.
actually pick them out. So we've got Griff Rhys-Jones.
Yeah,
I think.
Russ there in the
There's Russ, yeah. Then Omar Jalili.
Yes, and then bottom left.
Neil, that's Neil. No, that's Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan, yeah, of course.
I like the film. The film they wanted, instead of Ron Moody, they really wanted Peter Sellers, Dick Van Dyke. Can you imagine Dick Van Dyke doing it? And Peter O'Toole. But finally they went with Ron, but he wasn't a huge star. But they went for that gamble, and thank God they did. I think it was so wonderfully cast.
Oh, we've seen the Rogues Gallery. Should we have a look at you as well?
Yes.
What do you...
dear.
Oh, yes, that's lovely.
No.
That's great.
And that is me. That's me without makeup. This is me with the makeup.
How long does that take to put on, then? It was
about an hour. Because there's a bald wig that obviously goes under that. I'm wearing a hat at that point. So, yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot to it, but it's great. You can really hide behind that and let the character come out and speak for itself. But it's a huge production. Yeah. There's 57 people in the cast. That's not including a big orchestra. It's the Cameron Mackintosh production, and I'm really delighted to be part of it.
And are you going to be a scary Fagin? Because...
I think I might be, my dear. I might be a bit dark.
Oh, listen to the voices. Isn't that the gravelly tones?
Oh, you've got to, haven't you, my dear?
Oh,
It's all changed here, hasn't it?
Yeah, lovely.
Oh, lovely to meet you. Good stuff. Thank you very much.
Yeah, all the best with it, Frank.
we're going to go back to Lucy Siegel, who's at the Belfast docks in front of an extraordinary building this evening. Lucy, thank you. It is absolutely stunning.
Beautiful, isn't it? That's some piece of architecture, Brian.
Oh, without doubt. I mean, it's amazing, yeah. I visited the exhibition in Vegas last year.
Oh, yeah.
Spectacular. You know, they had 300 artifacts at the Luxor, and you get a little ticket with your name, with a character's name, well, a real person's name, and you will find out at the end whether that person survived. But I think what they're doing in Belfast, I think it's regenerating the area. I think everyone's got to go and see it. It's going to be so spectacular.
Did you survive or not?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Gosh.
I know.
OK, well, on that note...
Where do we go from that? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. The Titanic is also going to be a huge media event with books, TV programmes and films about the ship all coming out as well.
Yes, later this month, Downton Abbey creator Julian Fellows is bringing his 4-part mini-series to ITV. Now, that looks convincing.
Looking good, isn't it?
Beautiful. Can't wait to see that.
Very excited about that. Also, the James Cameron movie is going to be re-released in cinemas in 3D on the 6th of April.
There's that Leo and Kate moment that Tim was talking about. There you go.
Absolutely. Now, you've heard the proverb, the early bird catches the worm.
Yeah, well, Mike Dilger thinks it should be the early owl catches the vole. All will become clear. Never fails, Dilger. His owl count is absolutely second to none. He's a great guy.
He's brilliant.
Now then, Brian, of course, if you want to play Fagin,
Yeah.
then you have to learn how to pick a pocket or two.
I do.
Yes.
And
Why?
We thought we'd teach you today.
Oh,
We were
lovely.
we would have a little bit of fun, and we did try to pickpocket you earlier. This is what happened.
No.
Yeah, we had
Yes.
a security guard there, right? And you walk in, he said, I've got nothing, I've got nothing. And you threw your arms up. There we are, look. So, but he wasn't a security guard.
No.
He was, in fact, top stage pickpocketer.
I'm just checking it
It's
was.
Lee Thompson. Got to pick a pocket or two. Take a leg.
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, I know.
Lost my belt. Yeah.
No, I did look. I did class.
It does make you so paranoid, though, when you do. I mean, even just then, shaking hands with you, I was thinking, you know, is this...
I have that effect on people.
Yeah.
But Brian's actually the perfect person not to be pickpocketed.
Why?
'cause
What did he do?
I said, have you got your phone on you? He went, no, I'm so nice. He went, no, I haven't got anything. I said, got your wallet? No. Look, I ain't got nothing. You know. Have you got an Oyster card?
He was going Oyster card. I thought, what's an Oyster card? One show. What can an Oyster card do?
But see, I mean, you've been in Cirque du Soleil, haven't you? Really?
Yeah, I left just over a year ago. I did a North American tour as the pickpocket.
OK, so you're like a stage pickpocket. It
Stage
clearly
pickpocket,
hasn't worked with
Yeah, I
Mark,
had
but we're-
literally 5 seconds, and he's so sprightly and he's so fit. He was
Well, the
like,
only thing you could have took was the microphone. It's the only thing I got on me.
Well, we
and then
needed that, obviously.
I've got a few bits and pieces, actually.
should
Do you
we-
fancy having a go with me?
have a go with you now?
Well, yeah.
Okay,
Go on then.
super.
Good luck, Matt.
If you
Right.
stand up for me. In fact, I think you would. You'd be perfect, actually, Matt.
Yeah.
Because I can see that you've got stuff in your pockets here. That's fantastic. I think you look like you work out, Matt. Do you work out a little bit?
Well, I have an active lifestyle.
You
Yes, I do.
have active lifestyle. That's
Yes.
brilliant.
Yes, I do.
Of course. And I notice you're wearing a watch, Matt. Here.
Yes,
In
yeah.
fact, I wouldn't be able to get that watch. It would be quite hard to get the watch. But I notice you've got other stuff in your pockets and that sort of thing like that.
stuff down
But
there.
of course, that would be quite tricky to do.
Yeah.
And you need to relax a little bit, Matt. I mean, actually, if you turn around, can you show everyone this? There's actually, you've got a. That's what I try to miss there, just there, Matt.
That's not my pack. Well, that's my earpiece.
Okay, that is your earpiece.
Yeah.
But I also got your tie. Which admittedly was very hard.
That's good. Yeah.
I also I got your wallet here.
Hey,
That
oh,
was
great. Yes.
from your back
classic.
pocket. Do you know how long
Yeah.
it took me to do that? Do you know how long?
You've got
still
me
a-
what?
Got your watch.
Guys, how did you
That's a
get
good
that?
one. Very well. That was tricky. That's also an expensive
You
one.
had it on a
But,
second. I surely had it on a second ago. But they were.
You did?
That, Lee, that was unbelievable.
Thank you very much.
Amazing.
That was
Thank you.
And Lee,
unbelievable.
let's just speak.
Well done.
And that is just an act. You don't know.
And I give it all back. Yeah,
you do,
obviously.
yeah.
I'm a good pickpocket to meet because
Yeah.
I give everything back.
Yeah, well,
But just remember, if you ever see him, just hold
Don't
on
say
to
hello. I
it.
might be
Yeah,
worried.
big thanks to the multi-millionaire Lee Thompson. Cheers. Now, all night long, Lucy has been at the Belfast docks at the new Titanic quarter. I'm quite shaken by
Yes,
that.
you've got
I really
everything
am.
back.
Yeah, I hope so.
Before we go back to Lucy, we promised you another personal piece of the Titanic, and here it is.
See? And thank goodness the rain cleared up for us. A bit of
It's been a worrying day, hasn't it?
But, of course, the Titanic story isn't just confined to Belfast. Towns and cities all over the UK and further afield will be having their own events to mark the centenary.
Yes, we've got a special map for you. They include Liverpool, Southampton, Cork, Lichfield, Stoke and Godalming.
There we are. Perfect. So you've done Vegas, now you can do a few of those, Brian, before you head on.
Well, I'm just a moments away, really. Yeah, I love it. I think it's such an interesting story, such a sad story, and
such a beautiful building as well.
Oh, it'll do so well.
Yeah.
So well. You've got to get there.
Do you know, Brian, in 2008 you said that you've given up telly. I just want to say I'll miss you on TV.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Well, it's because I can't ball and dance, can't I, Skate? Can't. And I've got nothing of interest in my acting.
No, can't or won't.
Don't be daft.
Won't. No, they've asked me, but I've always been busy. They've asked me to do Strictly in the past, but, you know, I knew you were on it and I thought...
well, there you go. There you go. Anyway, we just got a bit of a note to pick up on from last night. Eugene Farrer, who featured in our report on High Street Betting, tells us that he hasn't had a bet for a year and is helping people with gambling problems. So good news there, and thank you ever so much indeed.
That is all for tonight. Thank you very much, Brian. Lots and lots of luck with the UK tour of Oliver.
Yes, on tomorrow's show, a touch of Hollywood gold. Goldie Hawn will be here. We'll see you at 7. Bye-bye. Will you be here? Well, I'll be here.